Hi, as part of this session, we are going to discuss the topic is how we can include a Lightning Web Component into VF page or Visual Force page. Here, we are going to discuss how we can create an RR dependency app and include Lightning Web Component into that, and how to include LWC with the help of our application in VF page. So basically, when you want to include a Lightning Web Component into a Visual Force page, you should create an RR dependency app with your Lightning Web Component. So if you observe here, you just need to create an application. Okay, it should be global and it should extend Lightning out app, and you have to include your Lightning Web Component with the help of RR dependency component. Here resource attribute is there. In RR dependency component, there you have to specify your Lightning Web Component name here with namespace. If you have namespace enabled in your Salesforce instance, you have to use namespace colon your Lightning Web Component name. If you don't have namespace enabled in your Salesforce instance, you just need to use default namespace, that is C colon, okay, your Lightning Web Component name. So here my LWC component is the component, the web component name. Okay, now, and here if you observe that I am not using any hyphen, right? That means I am not using any kebab case format. You have to use camel case format only. That means whatever the component name you given while creating the component, you have to give the same name here. Now let's see how we can include LWC into VF page. It's just started with Apex page, okay, and you have to use, or you have to include this component, include lightning, Apex colon include lightning component you have to include. So what is the purpose of this? Basically, this component loads the JavaScript file used by lightning components for Visual Force. Okay, and you have to define a DOM locator, a DOM element. Here in our case, I defined a div with ID lightning VF. Okay, so which will be useful for displaying or adding your Lightning Web Component into this particular DOM on your Visual Force page. Okay, into this particular DOM element or into this div element, you can include your Lightning Web Component. How? See here, we are going to do now. So you have to include your code into script tag. There we have to use lightning use function first. So there you have different kind of arguments. One is your RR dependency application name and a callback function which is not having any parameters. So in that you have lightning create component. Okay, in lightning create component function, there you have parameter. One is your lightning web component name. First of all, you have to do that, and if you have to pass any parameter, you just need to use object format with parameter name colon parameter value, and if you have multiple parameters, you just need to separate with comma, okay, all parameters. And here the next parameter is DOM locator. Okay, that means here you have to specify DOM element or DOM element ID. So in our case, DOM element is div and ID is lightning VF. So you just need to specify LTNG VF here. And callback function in this, okay, it just take the argument of component created and added it to this page. Okay, and your component added into this div because you specified here in the place of DOM locator. That's it. This is simple. You can add your Lightning Web Component into VF page. Let's start practically. So first thing is, if you observe here, I have data display using data table. Okay, this is under LWC folder. This is LWC component. That means Lightning Web Component. I already have a Lightning Web Component which displays the data with the help of Lightning data table. Now I am going to include this Lightning Web Component into Visualforce page, okay, with the help of Aura dependency app and Lightning use functions and Lightning create component functions. That's what we explained just now. Let's see. First thing is I have to create an Aura dependency app, right? So here I'm creating an Aura dependency app. Right click on Aura folder, Aura app, create Aura app. As it is an Aura application, you can create from VS Code or you can create from developer console also. Now I'm creating with the help of VS Code only. Create app. So here I'm giving name like this, app for VF. Okay, it is already there. Let's go another thing. App for VF V1. Now it's creating an application. So what we have to do in the application, we have to include access as global and it should extend Lightning out app. So let's see. And you have to include your Lightning Web Component into resource attribute here. C colon, because my Salesforce instance don't have any instance, any namespace enabled, and I'm including my Lightning Web Component which is existing for displaying the data in database table. See here, it created an empty application. Now I am including this one. Okay, access should be global, extends to Lightning out app. And what I have to do, I have to define Aura dependency component there, resource equals C colon our component name. Done. Now I have created an application, an Aura dependency application with the name app for VF V1. So let's see, it is going to save this. After that, we have to create a VF page with the help of this Aura application and Lightning component. So now it is successfully saved into Salesforce instance. Now I'm going to create a VF page. See here, I'm doing right click on pages folder, create Visualforce page. VF with LWC table. Simple. Now here I am going to include our Lightning Web Component. So how we can include? First thing is, I don't want any header for this. So that's why I'm hiding, okay, with show header false. So you don't need to hide for displaying Lightning Web Component. First of all, I am just hiding, but you have to include Lightning component, okay, at the beginning before you are going to include your Lightning Web Component with script. Now you have to start script, and you should have a DOM element where you want to include your Lightning Web Component on your VF page. LWC container. Okay, and thus here we have to use lightning use. Okay, in this function what we have different parameters. One is application name, another one is a callback function. Okay, so application name, let's define our application name. C colon, here app for VF v1 and a callback function. So in this you have to use lightning create component, dollar lightning create component. This is the function. Okay, and this function takes different parameters. First thing is your lightning web component name. Okay, and if you have parameters you can pass the parameters, otherwise it is just a empty object. So because your lightning web component don't have any parameters. And container, so here container means DOM locator. What you have to specify, you have to specify div element ID here. So that means this lightning web component will be added into this div when it is loaded. Now a callback function, okay, it takes component as a parameter which is created here. That's it. So when you want to pass the parameters from Visual Force page, what you have to do here, when you want to pass the parameters here to lightning web component, your lightning web component should have API properties, that is public properties. Then you can pass the parameters to your lightning web component. So now let's see how it works. Now we have successfully saved our Visual Force page. Our Visual Force page name is VF with LWC table. And here what we are doing, we are include lightning component, okay, before we are going to use script. And we have a DOM element, div element here in our case, and we gave ID as LWC container to include our lightning web component into our VF page. And here you have to use lightning use function. There it takes app name and callback function as two parameters, and in callback function you are going to use lightning create component function again. There you have to pass your lightning web component name and parameters if you have, otherwise you can pass only empty instance. And the DOM element ID, in our case LWC container, is the ID of div where we are going to include this lightning web component, okay, when it is added. And a callback function which takes the component as a parameter or argument when it is loaded successfully. That's it. We don't need to do anything here. Now it is saved. Let's go here. So you can see our VF page. You can include that VF page into a tab and include into lightning experience, okay, and into lightning experience application. So if you go to home, you can see in recent items, mostly recently used, you can preview this. See, This is how you can display Lightning Web Component, or you can include Lightning Web Component into VF Page. This is very easy. You can try. Okay, all the best.